Hi friends, Maggie here. Just wanted to do a little video. This is another little alteration video. This is a jacket that I got. I actually got it last year at, I believe I got it at Macy's. It was marked down. It was a leather look, like a pleather jacket. And it was actually too small for me last year, and I have lost a little bit of weight. But the real issue is the sleeves are too long. So I thought that would be a real good learning experience for me to film. I am going to shorten the sleeves. Let me just show you the sleeves. They're pleather, so I'm going to be going inside the coat and trimming, I would say about 3/4 of an inch off, and then because if I fold it up, they fit perfectly, but I don't want to do that, so I'm actually going to be trimming it. And I'm going to show you the process of how to, you know, shorten the sleeves. It's not going to have, I'm not going to do this stitching here. It's not going to have that on it. But it's going to look nice and neat when I'm done with it. And then the other thing is, they gave me a spare button, and I'm going to be sewing that on the inside. So in case I lose a button, I'll have that spare button. So I thought that would be a good teachable sewing moment, because it's probably something a lot of people have to do. So, all right, without further ado, we'll get going on it. Hi everyone, Maggie here. This is the inside of my pleather jacket. It's actually a size 2X. Here is the button here that I'm gonna, whenever I have a button like this, I try to sew it somewhere inside the jacket in case, you know, I lose a button. If I don't do that, then I do try to save them. I'm not sure what I paid for this. I know I got it on sale. And this is the tag. I have had it, I've actually had it for like over a year. This got a little bit mushed in my closet, I guess. What we're doing is, okay, so we're taking these sleeves up. When I tried this on, I was looking at different ways of doing this. When I tried this on, when I folded it up right on that seam line here, that was the perfect length. But if I do that, it's going to be really bulky. And the other thing is, this is pleather. And I thought, well, I could hand sew them up, right? Just hand sew it to the lining here. But that's gonna like make poke holes in the pleather, which I really don't want to do. So I decided and it's gonna be thick, too thick here anyway. So I really thought you know, I would do it properly. I mean, that would be nice, a quick and dirty way to do it. So I'm gonna actually do the proper thing, and that is, if you pull the jacket inside out, and I probably have the wrong sleeve. Oh, I have the right sleeve. If you see here, I can get inside the jacket here. This is the lining, and I'm going to open the jacket up here. I have my handy dandy seam ripper here, and I'm going to get inside, and I'm actually going to shorten the sleeve. And I'm going to take the time to do it properly, because I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this jacket. I actually am working on several projects right now. I have like 2 sewing projects that I'm working on. I'm not making progress on anything because I have too many things that I'm doing. So I am hemming a pair of jeans. I'm like halfway done with that, or not even done. I've got one leg taken out. There were some black wide leg jeans that I found on clearance, but of course they're too long. And let's see, what else am I doing? I am hemming a pair of work pants and taking them in at the waist. They are some pants that I found at Goodwill that still had the tags on them. And they're perfect work pants, but they were 1 or 2 sizes too large. So I have to take the waist in, but it's, you know, fairly straightforward. So I'm doing that. Okay, so yeah, I'm sewing a blouse from scratch. And I'm working on a dress that I've been working on for like months. That I just kind of stalled on it because I didn't like the way it looked. When I tried it on, I just was kind of unhappy with it, and I just stalled, and I started working on other stuff. And right now I've been like, oh, and I'm doing things for other family members too, like, so yeah. And then also working full time, so the sewing just kind of gets done when it gets done. Okay, so I'm not sure how much I want to open up here. A little more than that, but I want to get in here. I think I might want to wear this jacket tomorrow, which is why I'm motivated to get this done. Because now I really do like it. When I tried it on, when I got it, I was like, oh, bum. It's too tight. So I just put it in the closet. And it fits this year. So, thank goodness. Alright, so let's see. Let's see if we can get in here. So, this is one of the sleeves we want to access. Now, I am going to have to take out this top stitching. I'm not going to replace the top stitching because I'm going to have to cut the pleather. But, yeah, we're going to have to take that top stitching out. So, because I'm going to have to, you know, I am going to have to cut the pleather, unfortunately, to shorten it. But it's going to be done properly, and this is my jacket, so it's going to be fit perfectly for me. So we have to take this seam out too. Let's see, the top stitching is, let me see, which seam am I going to take out next? But anyway, this is that's how you access when you normally want to shorten a jacket. You can access it that way. This particular one has top stitching, so I'm going to need to take that top stitching out. And then, you know, you can this is how you can shorten it. So we're gonna work on taking that top stitching out now. if I can get this turned right side out again. Here we go. Well, we can work with it like this. Okay. I'll do this carefully because I don't want to. This, you know, the stitching left is going to leave holes, but this you're not going to be able to see it because it's going to be inside. Because my arms are pretty short. Sorry. There. Okay. Just going to do this carefully. This is not going to show because this is going to be on the inside of the jacket. Because actually, this might be the seam line. So. This is my better seam ripper, and it's like ergonomic. I love it. I have some of those little tiny ones that when I can't find this one, I'm at a loss. I want to be careful when I do this. Whoops. Okay. It's hard to get this little spot here. Doesn't want to come out. There we go. Luckily, this is the only thing I have to change with this jacket is the sleeve length. You can't, you have to be real, I can't use any pins when I do this because, as you can see, it pokes a hole in the pleather. And then the other thing is, of course, you can't iron this either, so I think I'm going to have to put a book on the collar and let it like sit on the table overnight with a book on it to flatten it, because it was just kind of like the way it was, you know, it was on a hanger in my closet, but it was just kind of not flat. So it's got like a funny little poke out. So I'm so happy it's spring now. Finally, the weather is getting better. And I've had a pleasant Sunday doing some errands, and then I do a little sewing, and yeah, getting ready for the work week. I usually do everything, all my like grocery shopping and all that. I like to do that. I actually do it customer pickup to save time, because I have to get so much done on the weekend. So I had a couple of returns I had to do, and I had to do like a return and a pickup, and then I get my groceries I order them I order them at Walmart usually. Sometimes I shop at Market Basket too. So, and so I have to do that. I do my order and then I go pick it up and have to get everything all ready for the work week, all organized. Get my clothes ready. So, yeah. Busy time. But also get out and enjoy the weather a little bit. We have to take the doggy to get his shots updated, and he gets lots of walks, so we're out walking him. So it's a busy time. Not enough time to sew. Oh, this is kind of like a knot here. Yeah. Been doing some spring cleaning. And I am surprised at my energy level. Pleasantly surprised. I usually like kind of sluggish. But I have been energized. I think it's just the change in the weather, the change, you know, everything's warming up, and so that is good. All right. I was hoping to participate in, there was a sewing challenge this month that I usually participate in, and I just didn't get it together to do it, and I think it's too late at this point. I'm not going to be able to. Who knows? Maybe I will at the last minute. It's the Soak Frugal, and I think I did it for the last 2 years, or no, the last year at least. And I really enjoy doing that. And if you're into YouTube, it's a good way to boost your channel because of you get the hashtag, and you can get a lot of subscribers that way. I think I actually did when I did one. But this year, just too much I have too much going on this year. And I just didn't get around to it. Although I have a few days I still could. Maybe I'll pull it together, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, I'm gonna go back to that spot. It's being ornery there. Yeah, so it's for that the So Frugal challenge, and I love doing the challenges actually. you have to look for a free pattern. And Mood Fabrics, I was actually looking at the patterns at moodfabrics.com. They have a lot of cute patterns this year, like some that I really want to try. And I do have quite a fabric stash. But yeah, just been kind of slow with that. So I've been real busy with work. Real busy. I work for the federal government, and there's just been a lot of transition with the federal government recently. Lot going on with that. So just been real busy. And so but sewing is my second love for sure. I also enjoy making videos. I enjoy doing that. Trying to teach myself how to do that a little better. But I'm hoping to get some tutorials, some sewing tutorials out in the next few months. One of the things I want to do is I'm trying to transform my sewing space, and I have like a lot of different ideas on that. And then I have several projects that I want to do. But I want it to be useful to people. So useful to myself and to people as well, other people as well. Okay, I'm going to show you how. So we got all this top stitching out. Okay, I'm going to show you how we're going to get inside here. Now this is the sleeve here. When we're going to have to access the other sleeve too. We can actually access it from this opening, but so here I have the sleeve here, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shortening it by 3/4 of an inch here. Hi everyone, Maggie here. I'm back. Excuse me. I am just going to be measuring my, I have my seam gauge here, and I'm going to be drawing a little line here with marking a little line here for, it's actually a little more, when I measured it was a little more than 3/4 of an inch. It was a little, just slightly more. So I have my seam gauge set at the spot, and I'm just going to go around and mark this. Been trying several different ways of several marking tools, and without much success. I'm hoping I'll be able to fold up the cuff. Now the lining, you know, is shorter than the actual sleeve, so hopefully I can fold it up and it'll stay up without having to do the I don't want to have to do the top stitching on it. We will somehow make it work. Okay. Decisions. I fibbed. Actually, I am going to put some pins in. Now, this is going to be within the seam allowance, so nobody's going to see that. And that will prevent this from getting bunched up or anything. So nobody will be able to see that. So we will. I had to renege on that. We're going to put a few pins in. Okay. Few pins in the seam allowance. Where, okay, past this point nobody can see. Nobody's going to see. These are very fine pins also. I'm just afraid that I don't want the lining to get, it's very slippery. Well, and I don't want it to get bunchy. Okie dokie. I am gonna sink my needle down right at kind of like a difficult spot here on my line. And as I'm working with this, I'm kind of like unfortunately erasing my line a little bit, which is not good. I think I'm gonna do like a little back tack there. Like two stitches. Okay, there we go. All right, make sure everything's flat and go nice and slow. There we go. Try to stay on my line. All right, make sure the lining is flat. A little segment at a time, and then readjust everything because you're working in like a small area. Okay. Let me take that pin out 'cause these pins are real flimsy because they're thin. Okay. All right, coming back to my starting point here. Alright, hopefully everything will work out. Okay, so this is, I'm taking my pins out. This is how it looks on the underside, which is good. It's nice and flat. So that should be good. So I should be able to trim this excess away. Let me see if once I get all the pins out. Okay, and we can check and see. Sorry, I'm losing some of my light here. Let's see how it looks. And then I should be able to close the seam up. I thought I was gonna pull the other sleeve out through this opening, but there's all kinds of tacks inside the jacket, so I think I'm actually gonna have to open the other sleeve up similarly, and then I can close it up. So this can be closed, you know, I can sew this closed here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You can go in and pull the other sleeve. I can go through the jacket here and actually pull the other sleeve out. But there's all kinds of tacks that here, like here, and stuff like that, and I don't want to like undo them because it might affect the jacket. I think it'd be less damaging for me to just open up this. I'll open up, make a small opening in that sleeve as well. Okay, so when I tried it on, the fit is good. I will have to fold this up, and I still haven't trimmed off the excess on the inside, so it is like still kind of bulky. It's gonna fold up like right on that line. But now my big concern is, now the reason they had that seam, I mean that top stitching, was to hold this up. Which I may end up having to do that, and my thread is not the best match for that, but I might actually try glue or something. I might see if I can try fabric glue or something like that, because the backing is... Hi everyone, Maggie here. I'm back. So I'm going to trim, and this is so dark. The fabric is dark, and so it's kind of hard to see. But I am going to trim. So here's the original sewing line here. And here's the new sewing line. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to trim right here, give myself a little bit of a seam allowance. And that'll get rid of some of the bulk. You can kind of see it on this side. Okay. Here goes nothing. And I haven't decided. I have to be careful. I don't want to like accidentally cut anything. You know, I said I wasn't gonna top stitch. I keep doing things that I said I wasn't gonna do. I was toying with the idea of maybe using fabric glue or something, or maybe there's a way to like hand sew it up to the lining so it'll stay up, because I just don't want that other line of stitching. I don't think my sewing machine can produce as uniform a stitch as the one that was done. It's actually a bigger, theirs is a bigger stitch, a longer stitch. I used like a normal stitch length, which was fine for this. But for the top stitching, I'm not really confident that, I mean, some people, my grandmother used to make herself these beautiful leather things, and she had a, what does she have? I think she had a faff machine, and she was not afraid to, she did a beautiful job. Okay, so we're not going to have the bulk that we had. She would sew her machine, and this is a good machine, this Janome, but she could sew on real leather, and it was very consistent. Okay. Okay. All right. There. Okay, that's going to be good. Okay, so it's going to fold like, this is going to be like in the underneath where nobody's going to see it, that with that former stitching line where they had the top stitching. But now I could stitch in the ditch here, but I'm just afraid my machine, look how beautiful these stitches are. That's industrial, and I don't think my machine is going to be able to do that. So I could just get some fabric glue and just glue, I think that's what I'm going to do actually, and just glue these two layers together, and do it that way. So, yes, but in the meantime, now the other thing is, I could possibly, of course you can't like iron this. You cannot iron it. Now my other thought was it sort of like has like a little backing to it. That maybe I could try sewing the backing, but no, I think I'm going to do the fabric glue trick. I will have to get it, but anyway, that is the extent of the fix, and then this I can close up, and oops, here we go. Of course I'll have to get the fabric glue. Okay. The other sleeve, instead of trying to pull it through the coat, in this case, I want to neaten this up a little bit. In this case, I am going to open the sleeve up. I'm just going to open the sleeve up because there's like all these tacks throughout the jacket, and I don't want to like untack anything. So I can just close this right up. I think that's the right decision. Okay, that's a knot that I don't want to mess around with. Just close this, cut this off. All right. Oh, I'm going to leave it open until I get my fabric glue. I was going to sew it and closed and show you how to do that. But you just sew it. You can either hand sew it closed if you want, or just sew it closed. But when I don't happen to have any fabric glue, but I'm going to probably order some off of Amazon, and that's the way I'm going to handle just getting this to stay flat without adding any additional holes. So let me try this on, and we'll see how it looks. I've got one sleeve done. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is the sleeve that's done with the hem. Okay. Okay, I don't have the fabric glue yet, but you know, it's not too heavy, and this is the sleeve that's too long that I have to do. So that is how you do the fix to the sleeve, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing my other sleeve the rest of the night so I can wear my jacket tomorrow. Okay, all right.